Hi everyone, it's Matthew. Welcome back to my channel. More Golden Globes time. This time we're looking at the TV side of the 1999 Golden Globes. This time I'm joined by Marley. Please introduce yourself.
Hey, thanks for having me back on your channel, Matthew. I had a really great time last time we did one of these Golden Globes. I feel like it got a little unhinged, but yeah, for the people that didn't watch the last video, you should go watch that. But for the people that don't know who I am, my name is Marley. I go by Marley Loves Film pretty much all over social media. X, or are we calling it Twitter or
I'm calling
X?
it Twitter. I
Okay.
ain't calling it
Yeah.
X. I don't-
Yeah. And I also make videos on YouTube at Marley Loves Film, and I run a podcast called The Real Lovers Podcast. But yeah, thanks for having me.
I will leave a link to his Twitter and his YouTube
Hmm.
channel. Show him some love. He's amazing.
Thank you. Appreciate
And
that.
we're actually filming this before the movie one, so this one's going to be interesting to start with this time.
Yeah.
Do you want to start with drama, comedy, or limited? I don't care.
I feel like uh, it. Let's do drama.
Yeah, we'll save
Since you said
comedy.
you were aligned, you said you were
Yeah,
aligned before we started recording.
yeah, I am a little more aligned with them in drama series. Acting, we'll see, but
Okay.
drama series they nominate ER, Felicity, Law and Order, The Practice, and The X Files.
Hmm.
They have The Practice winning, and I have Charmed, Dawson's Creek, Law and Order, The Practice, and The X Files, and I have Law and Order winning actually.
That's I actually have Law and Order in there as well. That's something that I was surprised, like looking at these nominations. I think Law and Order didn't get any nominations except for like one. Hold
Yeah,
on, let me
they
look.
did not nominate any of the actors. I do fix that.
Yeah, yeah, I fixed that as well. But let me just pull mine up real quick. For best drama series, I kept the X Files because 1998. I was 8 years old at this time. And I remember watching like this season specifically with my brother, and that was a really great season of the X Files,
I agree.
and
I
it's
binge watched it recently and I loved it.
yeah, it's I think it might be the best season like ever. So actually have that winning, to be honest, just because I'm a huge fan of the X Files. And then this one is where it gets a little unhinged.
I'm
I
ready.
I have Cowboy Bebop.
I love it.
um, the just because I'm on an anime kick right now, I just wanted to throw it in there. Then I have Law and Order, and then ER, and then The Practice. Just kind of throw in the last bit. So, but yeah, I had to throw in Cowboy Bebop. So
You know, it's funny. My comedy has an animated show in it, but we'll get to that.
nice. Well, it's funny you say that because we were talking about off the record about how there's no animated category for 1999 Golden Globes, which is
Yeah,
very weird.
it's very weird, but we can fix that
Yeah,
in some sort of way. But we'll get to that.
yeah.
Best actor in a drama. They nominated David Duchovny for The X Files, Anthony
Hmm.
Edwards for ER, Lance Herkinson for Millennium, Dylan McDermott for The Practice,
Hmm.
and Jimmy Schmitz for NYPD Blue.
Yeah. Here I basically only kept Anthony Edwards, and I kept three of them.
Yeah,
I
same.
kept Dylan McDermott, I kept Anthony Edwards, and then David Duchovny. And then I added Lenny Briscoe from Law and Order.
Mm, is that the character or the actor?
Oh shoot.
I
Uh,
know who the actor is, though.
yeah.
Jerry Orbach. I
Yeah.
nominated
Yeah.
him too.
Thank you. In my notes that was you keep that in. Keep that
Yeah. Oh,
in.
I'm not editing him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had Jerry Orbach too. So
Yeah. And then I had Steve Blum from Cowboy Bebop.
since we had the same four, I'm just gonna say who my fifth nominee is. James
Okay.
Vanderbeek for Dawson's Creek.
Uh, you like Dawson's Creek a lot, right? It seems
I
like.
haven't nominated one out of the category, which we're just about to get to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had never seen Dawson's Creek. I saw it came out like that year, and I just never seen it, so I didn't feel good enough to nominate it. So I'm not like the Golden Globes, so just nominating random shit for no reason.
I mean, they all clearly saw The Leisure Seeker.
Yeah.
All right, let's hop into actress for a drama.
Okay.
They nominate Gillian Anderson for The X Files, Kim Delaney for NYPD Blue, Roma Downey for Touched by Angel, Julia Margulies for ER, and Carrie Russell for Felicity, with Carrie Russell as their winner.
Hmm. Here I kept them all here except I swapped out. I'm looking to see who I actually swapped out. I swapped out. Shoot. Looking at this is.
I kept Gillian Anderson and Carrie Russell.
I kept. Oh, shoot. I kept Carrie Russell, Gillian Anderson, with the X Files, Juliana. I forget. I can't say that last name. From ER, and then
Uh,
Roma Downey, and then I added Sharon Merkerson from Law and Order.
I also have her.
Yeah, just to throw it sprinkler in there.
Yeah,
She's the lieutenant, might as well.
exactly.
So yeah.
I nominate Gillian Anderson, Sharon Doherty for Charmed,
Mhm.
S. Epitha Merkinson for Law and Order, Carrie Russell for Felicity, and Michelle Williams for Dawson's Creek.
Okay. I need to watch Dawson's Creek, and I haven't seen Charmed,
Yeah.
so but that,
The
that
win-
that's a good list. That's a good
the
list.
winner is Gillian Anderson.
Hmm.
I forgot to mention Jerry Orbach would be my winner in the actor drama.
Okay.
I
Oh
forgot to
shoot.
mention that.
I forgot to mention. I think Gillian Anderson would have been my winner as well.
Okay,
Don't showing that X Files love.
exactly. It needs it.
Yeah.
All
Uh,
right. Now, the question is, do you want to do mini series or and save comedy for the end?
let's do comedy. Let's do
All right.
comedy now.
So, quick reminder what they nominate: Ally McBeal, Dharma and Greg, Frasier, Just Shoot Me, and Spin City. Something interesting about Ally McBeal, it only got one. Oh no, it got more nominations. Okay, never mind.
I think it got two more nominations after that.
Yeah,
It got miniseries. I think randomly in a miniseries as
yeah.
well. Jane Krakowski also for
Okay,
Ellie McBeal for best
that
supporting
makes me happy.
actress.
I love her.
Yeah,
But yeah, I kept none of them.
yeah.
I kept.
um, yeah. I didn't keep any of them. I thought I kept one of them, but I didn't keep any of them.
So,
But I'll let you go first.
so I nominated the nanny,
Okay. Okay.
the Powerpuff Girls.
Fran Drescher.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Powerpuff Girls.
Yes.
Sex in the City.
Okay. We align there.
That '70s Show,
Okay.
and Will and Grace.
Okay. We got one. You got one of mine. I
Nice.
nominated. I'm really surprised that the Golden Globes didn't nominate this because it's an Aaron Sorkin
Oh, Sports Night.
production. Yeah, I put Sports Night. Sports Night is a highly underrated
Yeah.
television show. Everyone should go check it out. And then the famous Jet Jackson. I
Okay.
nominated that. Keenan and Kel. Keenan
Why
and
not?
Kel.
I love that.
I kept Spin City actually, because Michael J. Fox got to represent, and then Sex in the City. So I kept two.
Nice.
Yeah,
It's
but
surprising that they nominated Sarah Jessica Parker but not the series.
that's where I saw the discrepancy, and
Yeah.
then I was just like, no, I'll throw Sex in the City. Give it
Yeah,
more
that's what I
nominations.
did too.
Yeah, but I had actually Sports Night winning. Sports Night
Nice.
winning that.
I have. Ooh, I'm actually gonna pick Will and Grace.
Okay.
Now, before we continue, I have a fun fact about Will and Grace.
Yeah.
They have been nominated for 33 Golden Globes, 1-0. It has never won, not even Shawn Haynes or Megan Mullally. It's won nothing.
That's crazy. Even like Megan Mullally, like you'd think that they would throw her a bone like
Nope.
here and there, but yeah. I haven't seen. I've only seen like a few episodes here and there. I'm not a big fan of Will and Grace, but I respect your opinion for nominating them.
Yeah. It was either that or the nanny for the win.
Yeah.
Like,
Uh,
they both tie for the most nominations I have with 5 apiece.
okay. All right.
Alright.
Represent Fran Drescher.
Exactly.
Support the WGA and SAG-AFTRA.
Exactly. Let's start with Best Actor
Oh,
in a
so
Comedy.
before we move on, I have a fun fact a little bit about my Instagram. I
Yeah.
made a little funny like SAG-AFTRA kind of like update, like the writers and actors are on strike, and apparently, Fran Drescher's like husband
Yeah.
shared the video on his story,
I love that.
and I'm like, uh, is that a good thing? And I'm like,
I guess so.
yeah, but shout out to whatever his name is. I don't know his name, but
Look up
shout out.
whatever his name is on the
Y-
Instagram. Maybe you'll
Yeah,
find it.
but that made my night, to be honest.
Oh, I
So
bet.
yeah, but yeah, sorry for
No, you're
derailing.
good. Let's hop into Best Actor in a Comedy.
Okay.
They nominated Michael J. Fox for Spin City,
Hmm.
Thomas Gibson for Dharma and Greg, Kelsey Grammer for Frasier, John Lithgow for Third Rock from the Sun, and George Siegel for Just Shoot Me.
Okay, I kept two of them.
I kept none.
Oh, you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay, so actually, I kept three. I can't count apparently. I kept Michael J. Fox because, like I said, got to represent Michael J.
Yep.
Fox whenever I can. I didn't have him winning though. I nominated Josh Charles for Sports Night.
Okay.
Then John Lithgow for Third
Third
Rock
Rock.
from the Sun.
Yep.
Then Kelsey Grammer, and then Lee Thompson Young for the famous Jet Jackson.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I had Josh Charles winning for Sports Night because
Nice.
I love Sports Night. This video is just gonna be me just hyping up Sports Night the entire
Yeah.
time.
Sponsored by Sports Night.
Yeah.
Now, as I mentioned, I kept none of them.
Okay.
So I have
excited.
Ted Danson for Becker,
Ooh. I like
Topher
that.
Grace for That 70s Show, Kevin James for The King of Queens, Eric McCormack for Will and Grace, and
Okay.
Charles Shangzi for The Nanny.
Okay. Did you have Eric winning for Will and Grace?
I have Charles Shangzi winning for The Nanny.
Okay.
I will
Only the one
spoil it.
win for
What?
it?
I will spoil it. I will have The Nanny and Will and Grace splitting awards. I'll just
Oh,
spoil
okay.
that.
I love it. I love it.
Me too. Now let's talk about actress in a comedy.
Okay.
I only kept one.
I'm looking. I kept two. I
All
kept
right.
two.
So here's who was nominated: Christina Applegate for Jessie,
Mhm.
Calissa Flockhart for Alec McBeal, Jenna Elfman for Dharma and Greg, Laura Sangiacomo for Just Shoot Me, and
Mhm.
Sarah Jessica Parker for Sex and the City.
Yeah. You want me to go first or?
Yeah, you go first.
Okay, so I kept Sarah Jessica Parker for Sex and the City.
Same with Laura.
Felicity Huffman for Sports Night. I threw in the nomination there. And then Heather Locklear
Yeah.
for Spin City.
Okay.
Carrie Duff from the famous Jet Jackson.
Okay.
And then Christina Applegate for Jessie. And then I actually had Sarah Jessica Parker winning for this. So.
Nice. Now, my actress, I kept Sarah Jessica Parker,
Mhm.
and nominated Fran Drescher for The Nanny, Deborah Messing for Will and Grace,
Hmm.
Holly Robinson P for For Your Love,
Hmm.
and Leah Remini for The King of Queens. The
Oh,
winner is Fran Drescher from The Nanny.
yes. the, no, that bit that I had, it
Yeah,
fits perfectly now.
exactly. That's
We
why I
love
was
Fran.
waiting.
Yeah, we love Fran.
But The Nanny is excellent. It's on HBO Max if you haven't seen it, by the way. Definitely check it out.
Max the one to watch for HBO.
Whatever it's called.
Yeah. Sorry, I have to. Whenever people say that, I always have to correct them and say
Max,
Max. So
HBO Max,
it's
HBO,
Max. It's
HBO Kangaroo Max, whatever the
right.
heck it's called.
It's Max, the one to watch for HBO. That's how. That's.
But either way, still check it out because it's a funny show.
I'll check it out. I haven't seen it, but yeah,
It's extremely funny.
yeah.
All right, now we're on to best miniseries or TV movie. Guess what, guys? We finally know some stuff in this categories.
I would say I know
At
everything in
least
this.
I do.
Yeah,
At least I know. At least I watched the ones I nominated this time.
yeah. I I've seen maybe two of them. It's been years. I will just say
Okay.
it's been years since I've seen them.
One of them I
Uh,
watched the night before I put them together.
oh really?
Well, one of them I found on YouTube and I checked it was that year, so it worked.
Oh wow.
I'll tell you that one of them.
Okay.
But here's who they nominate: From the Earth to the Moon,
Hmm.
The Baby Dance, Gia, Merlin, and The Temptations.
Okay.
Now, quick, the Earth to the From the Earth to the Moon is a mini series about obviously the first people to walk on the moon. It's by Brian Grazer and Ron Howard, and
Hmm.
Tom Hanks executive produced it and is in it.
Oh wow. So that makes sense. It would win because that
Yeah,
it seems like it's written has written Golden Globes win written all over it.
very
Brian
much.
Grazer and Ron Howard.
And Tom Hanks.
Yeah. Well,
Now,
Tom Hanks is like he's like that third wheel where it's just like if they didn't feel like they were confident enough, so they throw Tom Hanks in there, just be like,
exactly.
yeah.
Um, now, I nominated A Night in Camelot.
Hmm.
That's the one I watched the night before I did it.
Okay.
It's on
Hmm.
YouTube. Gia, Halloween Town,
Oh yes, yes. I
Moby
got.
Dick, and Windchill.
Why did we? Where are we aligned with Halloween Town? That's awesome.
How could you not? It's such a great show. Now it's rumored that the little girl from it, Kimberly J. Brown, now it's rumored she's going to be on Dance with the Stars this season.
That's.
So it's
I
like
love
even
that.
more perfect timing.
I love that. I love that. Okay.
My winner is Halloween Town, by the way.
Okay. I like that. So I only have four here. I didn't have five. I picked Gia and Merlin, and then I just decided to go with DComs here. So I go
No,
with
why not?
Brink. I go with Brink,
Oh, yeah, I know that one.
and then Halloween Town. So
Is Halloween Town your winner, too?
yes,
As it should be.
yeah,
I
such
love
a
that.
classic film.
I
Classic
love
film.
that we both had that.
Yeah, I got so excited. That was wonderful.
Now, Best Actor in the miniseries, they actually nominated six. I only
Uh,
did five, but they actually nominated six.
Yeah, in a miniseries or television film, which
Yeah,
is such a weird category. It's like
yeah,
pick one or the other. Are you a
exactly.
miniseries or are you TV film?
Yeah. So they nominate Pia Fonda for The Tempest, Sam Neill for Merlin,
Mm-hmm.
Bill Paxton, A Bright Shining Lie, Christopher Reeve for Rear Window, Patrick Stewart for Moby Dick,
Mm-hmm.
and Stanley Tucci for Windchill.
I
Windchill is about a reporter who's covering, I think it was World War II, something like that.
mm-hmm. I didn't change anything here. I feel like out of all the categories, this is the most stacked.
I've kept two of them.
You kept two. Oh, I didn't. I love Stanley Tucci. Since I kept them all, I'll just say like who I had winning. I
Yeah.
didn't have Stanley Tucci winning here.
Hmm.
I gave it to Patrick Stewart.
I also
Sir
gave it to Patrick
Sir
Stewart.
Patrick Stewart.
I also gave it to Patrick
Yeah.
Stewart. Um, Yeah, in addition to Stuart and Tucci, I also nominate Ray Liotta for the Rat Pack.
Okay.
Charles Manick Whitfield for the Temptations,
Hmm.
and Michael York for A Night in Camelot.
Okay. Those are still solid picks. I just looked at this category and I was like, this is a stat category. I love
It's a
Sam
really
Neill.
good category.
Out of all the categories, I feel like this is probably the best. Where the Golden Globes, the Hollywood Foreign Press actually did a great job. They did their homework.
I
I
feel like
love
they do.
Christopher Reeve.
Yeah, same. I feel
Yeah,
like they do better in TV than movies some years.
yeah, I
Like,
think
I feel
so.
like this year in particular, they did better on the TV side than the movie.
Yeah, I would push back a little bit. I feel like they were missing quite a few great shows, like
Yeah,
in drama and comedy.
but
But
I feel like the what they missed in movies were more blatant and more
yeah, yes,
unbelievable. That
yeah, I agree. I agree there.
Now let's talk about Best Actress in a miniseries. I kept
Hmm.
two again, but they nominate
Uh,
Stockton Channing for The Baby Dance,
mhm.
Laura Dern for The Baby Dance, Anne Margaret for Life of the Party, the Pamela Hardman story, which is a Hallmark movie, no Lifetime movie, excuse me. Miranda Richardson for Merlin, and Angelina Jolie for Gia.
Here, hold on. I gotta see where. I actually kept them all here. I uh, I swapped out Stockard Channing
Okay.
for Debbie Reynolds for
I
Halloween.
also have Debbie Reynolds, and I have her winning. I'll spoil that.
Yes, I still have this one. I took a while to debate. Have Angelina Jolie winning for Gia still because I remember seeing that movie a long time ago, and it's a solid.
Yeah.
She's really great in it.
Yeah, you could tie her with Debbie Reynolds. They did two ties that night, so
Yeah,
technically can
uh,
do the same.
I don't want to do ties. Sorry.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Debbie Reynolds, like she's either winning or she's losing. She can't. She's not gonna share the glory with
Yeah,
anyone.
I agree. But yeah, I have her flat out winning.
Okay.
And I kept Laura Dern and Angelina Jolie,
Hmm.
and I also nominated Whoopi Goldberg for A Night in Camelot,
Okay.
and Dale Hannah for Rear Window.
Okay. That didn't need a night in the I just haven't seen a night in the Camelot.
Do
That's the
you want
only
me to tell you
reason.
what it's about? It's not gonna spoil anything, but I can tell you.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So it's a TV movie on ABC.
Hmm.
It is about a woman who's like the scientist who ends up traveling back in time to King Arthur. She saves the day and ends up becoming a knight of the Round Table.
No, I actually remember watching this on ABC like back in the day. Like I was 8 years old in 1998, and I actually remember this coming on cable. And I don't think I actually watched it
Yeah, I know what you mean.
fully. But I remember seeing Whoopi Goldberg like starring in a movie like this, and
Yeah,
like I didn't know the name of it until now. So I'm like,
you're welcome.
yeah,
It's a
thank you.
it's a very '90s movie. I'll say that. It's a like when you see that movie, you know automatically it's '90s.
Right. I wonder if it's Is it streaming on
I
Tubi? It
found it
seems
on
like a
YouTube.
Tubi. Oh,
I
it's on
found the whole
YouTube.
thing on YouTube.
Oh wow. It's
So
probably on Tubi then. So
yeah.
yeah.
All right. Best supporting actor.
Okay.
Quick reminder of who they nominate:
Hmm.
Don Cheadle for the Rat Pack, Joe Mantegna for the Rat Pack, Gregory Peck for Moby Dick, David Spade for Just Shoot Me, and Noah Weil for ER.
They love Just Shoot Me like a lot. Like was that I never seen that show. Is it actually funny?
I know what's about. I haven't seen it myself,
Yeah.
but I did keep David Spade and someone else we'll get to. But
Yeah.
basically, it's about a woman who's becomes a head of a magazine, like a head of a woman's magazine
Okay.
run by her father, who's very sexist.
Hmm.
So it's like an interesting dynamic between the two
Okay. Yeah, I did keep David Spade as well, just
because he's
because
David Spade.
it's David Spade.
And
Like how
plus,
could
he was like eating a banana when they were announcing his category too. I saw the clip,
I
and I
love
was
that.
like, okay, I'll keep him.
I love that.
Mhm.
But I actually I kept 3
Me
and
too.
added 2.
I kept
Um,
3 and added 2 too.
yeah, I kept Don Cheadle for the Rat
Yep,
Pack.
same.
I kept Gregory Peck for Moby Dick,
Same.
and then David Spade, as we already talked about, and then I added Sam Watterson for Law and Order,
Nice.
and then Peter Krause for Sports Night.
Nice.
Yeah.
I kept the same 3. I nominated Daniel Davis for the nanny.
Okay.
And he plays the butler. Like once you see
Hmm.
it, he plays the butler.
Yeah.
And Sean Haynes for Will and Grace, who's the
Okay.
winner, by the way.
Ooh, another Will and Grace win. Another Will and Grace win. That's
Yeah.
2. That's 2, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Love it. Love it.
Me too. I had to. I had to. Now, best quick note: they tied in supporting actor and supporting actress.
Oh yeah. That's I'd never seen an actual tie like on the Golden Globes, like when they're aired. So
I
that would have
have.
been interesting to see.
Yeah, I have only because I've seen the clip.
Okay.
But
Well,
there
I
was
meant
no.
like live and
Yeah,
on air.
yeah.
So
But basically, Don Cheadle did his speech, and then they're like, "Oh, the second winner is Gregory Peck."
okay, that's cool.
Now, best supporting actress in any series.
Hmm.
They nominate Helena Bonham Carter for Merlin, Faye Dunaway for Gia, Cameron Manheim for The Practice, Jane Chakowski for Ally McBeal, Wendy Malick for Just Shoot Me, and Susan Sullivan for Donna and Greg.
Um, I kept all of them except for one here.
Well,
Um,
you made it 5 instead of 6. That's all.
yeah. uh, yeah, I kept Faye Dunaway like here, and
Yep.
then Helena Bonham Carter because
Yep.
like she's mother, she's mother.
Exactly.
Jane Krakowski because she's also mother as well.
Yep.
And then Wendy Malick for Just Shoot Me.
I
I
kept
kept her,
Wendy too.
and then I added Sabrina Lloyd from Sports Night.
Nice. I
So
who's
everyone
your
go watch
winner?
Sports Night.
Yeah.
So
Who's your winner?
uh, here I Helena Bonham Carter
Nice. I
for
like
that.
that choice.
Yeah, mother. I mean,
Exactly.
mother's the winner.
Yeah. So I kept Cameron Manheim and I kept Wendy Malick.
Mm-hmm.
And I nominated Kim Cattrall for Sex in the City,
I don't watch.
Megan Mullally for Will and Grace, and Renee Taylor for The Nanny.
Okay, who's the Will and Grace?
Yep, Megan Mullally.
Of
Let's be
course.
honest here. Jackie Karen is better than Will and Grace. I'm sorry.
Right.
Like, if you have ever seen the show or even clips of it, they steal the show from the main leads.
Yeah, I've only seen clips, and I will agree with you. I need to like sit down and actually watch Will and Grace one of these days. So
Yeah, it's really good.
yeah.
But yeah, what an interesting ride down TV lane.
Right. Yeah. It's I feel like our picks are better, but
Yeah, I
and
would
like
agree with that.
but as we mentioned, like best actor in a miniseries or a television film, that was a pretty stacked category. That's why
It
I didn't
really
change
was.
anything there. But other than that, this is it's the Golden Globes being the Golden Globes. So
Exactly.
yeah,
Thank you so much for joining. Comment down below. What would have been your winners? And do you think we missed a certain TV show? I'll
I'm
catch you guys.
sure.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
No,
sorry.
you
Go.
go.
Well, I'm sure I did because I didn't watch a lot of TV like
Yeah.
back then. But
I'll see you guys next time.